Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
On the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year in Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that in Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And incomplete. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda. Jackson
now on 2nd and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And this this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Lions 7, Ravens 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle to Beckham.
Jackson's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Owens. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
A loss of 14 on the play.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson, 49 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw again is Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson gets it to Meredith, complete.
Jackson.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14. Ravens 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they were ringing him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, the kicker here, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
10 more yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A throw on a quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. He's thrown at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
And Charlie will go down back at the 12.
And loss of 7 yards.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Lions 21, Ravens 9.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give, right side. Landry, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there, 93 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run on 1st down. Landry, he finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
19-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 16.
Second and 4. That's complete. Right around the 8. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Owens. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. This one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jackson now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
It's on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down, Landry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side. Landry. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
16.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Sometimes guys get lined locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff.
To throw again, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, was it about 95% chance?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Owens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, it's Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Ravens 16.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Dancing to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Super Bowl
16.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.